Okay, got a little disagreement going on. Send us an email for KVJ Court and we will debate it out for you. Boyfriend, girlfriend not on the same page about trick-or-treating. It says, I've been with my girlfriend for 8 months and this is our first trick-or-treat together. She just showed me her costume for trick-or-treat. Now, neither one of us have kids, so I was a little confused. Even though she's almost 30, she still likes to go trick-or-treating every single year. I said, well, that's kind of weird. I said, I'm not so sure that I'm comfortable, you and I just going out house to house, door to door. We don't have any kids. It's just kind of odd.
It is. He's right.
Yeah, and apparently she's pretty upset. And he said, this is causing way more problems than I thought it would. She didn't think it's a big deal, but I kind of do. Who is right? She's almost 30.
Question.
Yes.
Does her costume have a full mask that hides the fact that she's almost 30?
It didn't say.
The way I look at it, if two adults came to my house in costume, knocked on my door, trick or treat, and wanted some candy, I'm going to give them candy.
Right.
I'm going to move on with my night.
Because you're loose.
I'm not at all going to be mad. Now, I know I don't have kids, but I love kids. And I don't think you're necessarily cheating any kids. I always have extra candy, usually.
Some adults that give out candy are going to not want to give candy to another adult with no kid. It's just the unspoken rules of trick-or-treat.
I hear you, but there's so much other stuff I would rather be mad at.
I agree with you. I'm giving candy to adults, but you and I are set a little bit more loose.
Because Kevin will get comments go, oh my gosh, how dare these adults? I can't believe it.
And that's from the people that give out one little bite-size, fun-size Snicker
How
nugget.
much did you say the candy was now?
Well, full-size bars are like $1 a piece, even wholesale.
It's expensive. Look, if you're going to participate in trick-or-treating, yes, it's going to cost you some money. But the way I look at Halloween, trick-or-treat and all that, I think it's for everybody now. I think that's why it is so popular.
Well, I looked at, there are two different polls that were done about the ages for trick-or-treating. One was done by Fairleigh Dickinson University, and they said Americans believe you should stop trick-or-treating at 13 and a half years old.
Oh,
so
baloney.
I don't agree with that either.
That's
I think
where they put it.
I think as long as you're still at high school, in middle school, any school-age kid, I think should be allowed to trick-or-treat.
I just like the spirit of Halloween, man. I like when people dress up in costumes. And
Yeah.
we make it festive. Look, we got so much division with everything right now. I mean, now we're going to divide Halloween
but this is
as
just
well.
how a lot of people feel. This is probably the bigger poll done by YouGov. That's what they do. 5,000 Americans in this poll. They said 43% of Americans said the cutoff age should be somewhere between 13 and 16. Only 15% said 16 or older, and 10% said 12 years old. Wow. And I know there are some towns like Upper Deerfield Township in New Jersey that if you are over 12, you're not allowed to trick-or-treat.
Oh, that is so stupid and short-sighted and grumpy. And let me guess, maybe somebody who sits on the HOA board came up with that rule.
What state was that?
New Jersey.
Oh, well, they're being grumpy.
Yeah.
New Jersey, sucking again.
So our own very unscientific poll here. Is it wrong for adults with no kids to trick-or-treat? 58% said yes, it is.
It's almost half, though.
But if you put on a costume that has a full face mask and nobody knows you're a grown-up, have fun.
Mm-hmm.
It is weird, though. Your boyfriend is right. It's weird. You're almost 30. It's kind of breaking the unspoken rule of trick-or-treat.
Because we all know when we become adults, we have to completely not have fun, kill all of our dreams, and make sure that we just, stay very, very jaded.
I think this year you might get more pushback than you ever have because of the cost of chocolate going up. And some people say, look, I want the kids to get it. This is supposed to be for the kids. If chocolate wasn't so expensive and I had so much extra, yeah, I don't mind you guys finishing it off because I probably shouldn't be eating it myself. But yeah, they say with the cost of chocolate up as much as 45% since January, they said that a lot of people now are buying non-chocolate candy. This might be a weak year. If you love chocolate, this may not be your year. They say that double-digit increases have happened in non-chocolate items for trick-or-treat this year.
Wow.
That's the Cadillac.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. I look at the price of everything. Especially, I look at the price of Halloween candy. And in the past, 5 years. 5 years ago, I gave out full-size candy bars, didn't sweat it, no problem.
Yeah.
They have almost doubled in price.
Yeah, it's a different day.
It's a different day.
Yep.
Turn your lights out, but you're going to get egged.
Hell no. I'm turning my lights up. I'm doing more lighting. I'm doing hot dogs this year. I'm leaning into Halloween.
Let's spend all the money. Who cares? Let's do it.
Screw it. I can make more money. I can't make more memories.
Now, there's a little trick-or-treat fight going on here between a husband and wife. It says here in this text message, my husband said he wants to put out an empty bowl in front of our house that says, take one. So people just think we ran out of candy and we're not too cheap to actually pay for it.
That's okay. It would work.
She said, I think it's a terrible idea, but he's like, yep, I know how to do it.
Oh, it's not the spirit of Halloween, but it would work. But it's not right.
Look, if you are on a tight budget and you don't have anything to spare, I'm not mad at you for doing that.
I'm not mad at anybody for any of this, honestly.
No.
Like,
Do what you gotta do.
To me, Halloween is supposed to be fun, and I know a lot of people, it's just for the kids. I don't personally think that.
Okay. All right.
And that's why I'm giving out Fireball to the grown-ups.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ show.